We are back. And we're here to talk about something. It's not going to be 10 minutes, I can guarantee that. We are talking about this right here. I have always been a fan of Power Rangers growing up. So you can imagine my surprise when there is this adult manga that takes a spin on the Rangers. It shouldn't be this good. The suit ups, the power ups, the power system. There's just too many good pieces of this series, and it's still. And the crazy part about it is that the main character isn't even a ranger. He's the foot soldier. He's the one that gets bopped and then gets returned back to where the other guys are at. Like he's not even like a big boss monster. He's just a regular dude, and the it's able to show a different perspective of rangers. It shows that we don't have to do the Rangers as the heroes. We don't do the Rangers as the main characters. Although they're consistent, reoccurring characters, they aren't the main character, and they aren't even the heroes in the story. They're the villains. And even then, that gets subjective because of where the story is now, with the way that some of the Rangers who truly want to be Rangers are starting to realize that the ones who are at the forefront, they just aren't it. And I appreciate that every ranger has their own battalion. There's the red battalion, the pink, the yellow, the green, the blue. They all have their own battalion of people who are supposed to keep moving up and keep going up in upper echelon until they replace the leading ranger, if it's age or uh, casualty of battle, whatever the case may be. There's so much depth to the series, and I enjoy it. These are one of the three series. I mean, the three videos I've obviously have just been released. When I have the same sweatshirt on, it's clearly not 3 different days. It's the same day. But those three series have really kept me on my toes. There's a lot going on in Go Go Loser Ranger or Ranger Reject, however you want to call it. There's a lot going on, but I like it a lot. You have the good Rangers and you have the evil Rangers, or evil in quotes because they're not necessarily evil. They're just the opposite of what the Rangers are. And so the bad Rangers are really on TV, the good Rangers. And then the bad Rangers on TV, I mean, the good Rangers on TV are actually the bad Rangers. So it's like, it's complex. There's so many layers to it, and I appreciate it. And I never thought the person who created quintessential quintuplets would be able to create something like Ranger Reject. And I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm 140 chapters in. I'm sold. Not like in terms of like I'm being sold, but like I believe in the story. I believe in the creativity. I believe where the story is going. I'm invested in the story and where it's going. And I enjoy that aspect. I enjoy that. And I think that where it's going now is going to start bridging the gap between what it means to be a ranger, to what it means to be a foot soldier, to what it means to be on the bad side. And there's so many stories that intertwine themselves, and it's good writing. It is good writing, and that's all I can call it. It's just good writing. And I don't really have like a long pep talk about what Ranger Reject is doing because I just don't. I just enjoy it. And with some of the Rangers now that we find out, spoiler alert, before you go any further, with some of the Rangers we find out that even this guy right here, this guy right here has been my favorite character as of recently. I hated him at first, but now I enjoy him because it's making him. I feel like ultimately Ranger Reject is trying to take out the bad from the good. And I think at some point we're actually going to get a set of Rangers that are actually good, not ones that are like good on TV and fake behind closed doors or whatever the case may be. I think we're actually going to be this is probably the most in-depth story I've seen involving Rangers, and that's just something I can't pass up. It's my childhood. I can't pass it up. It's my nostalgia. Ever since Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, Wild Force, Jungle Fury, like keep adding the nostalgia. Lost Galaxy, SPD. What's the other one? In Space. Samurai is it's there. Anything after Samurai though, I don't really like to pay. I'm not gonna pay it no mind. I'm just not. But you get the point. It's another series that is doing exactly what it needs to do. And I think you guys should also be reading and watching, because the anime's out now, Ranger Reject. And this is just my weekly run through. Or semi weekly run through. You get the point. You get the gist. That'll be easy.